Welcome back to this week's episode. I think it's like what, episode 41. Uh, as you can probably tell, I'm gonna start this week's episode off with a costume mod. Well, you know, an armor mod, whatever you want to call it. This one is Catwoman Suit 1.1, and this is by Tygo C, I believe it's pronounced, and it adds the Arkham series Catwoman's costume into the game. So this is actually pretty cool looking. I mean, let me try to get in close. I mean, just look at the detail on this thing. I mean, they put a lot of time and effort into this armor, and it looks pretty much the same as the one from the actual game series. And before you ask, no, you can't use the whip. It is just cosmetic, but it still looks pretty cool. I mean, you're going to use up leather, you're going to use up adhesive, you're going to use some metal, but everything that you use to make this costume or armor, whatever you want to call it, it has a purpose, it has a reason. It's not some outlandish thing that you're going to come up going, why would I need this? So it's not like crazy. I mean, seriously, the detail on this is just phenomenal. All right, well, before I start droning on about this costume, uh, just a heads up, however, there is a lot of variants. What I mean by that is, for the hood itself, this is just the base hood. Like, there's no anything different with it. There is also the hood with bangs. There is also the hood with the night vision. Night vision makes the nights seem brighter, so if you're playing with a darker version or a mod that darkens the night, this is actually going to be a helpful mod for you. The main body part itself, there are variants too. This is the cleavage and boots variant, and it is pretty cool. You're gonna have to probably play around with it to see what ones you like the most and go for that. And if you do decide that you like this and you do download this mod, don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to it, because how else will mod authors know? Alright, now let's get on to the next armor mod. And for this particular mod, this is Cross Tactical Swimsuit by Nero, which means Nero's back. Or, you know, hasn't left. I just haven't seen anything new from them in quite some time that have actually caught my attention. I don't know, one or the other. Uh, this particular mod, there is so many variants and customizations for this. I could go on and on and on. It is just insane how much there is for this. I mean, seriously, this is the red and black with the American flag for the swimsuit itself, or American flag for the decals. This thing is just crazy. You make it at the chemistry station. If you go to the like the armor workstation, you can actually do a lot of messing around with that to get your customizations. I did do some changes to this, like a lot. I mean, the base one is just plain. So, as I had said, there is a ton of customizations. Just a literal ton. In fact, I'm actually going to show you just how many customizations. So, let's just get out of here. And there's actually a workstation right here. So, let's go for the armor itself. As you can see, I use the palette index of 0.84. That is the red and black palette index. As you can see, if I wanted to, I can go military. There's also, 40 to 0.98. So you got about 58 different options. And that's for everything. If you want the straps to be on or disabled, you can take the straps off, but that also decreases the damage threshold and the energy resistance. Again, with the holster and belt, that's just cosmetic. So we can actually disable that. Also, our belt will be gone. The same thing with the base. If you wanted the base for the tops and bottoms, then you can also just keep it on that. Or you can go with only the base for the tops, and the bottoms will probably change as well. As you see, you can actually increase the different things by normal customization itself or normal modding itself for the actual armor, which increases the overall weight, but also increases the defense. As for the decals, as you see, you can disable the decals, or you can go with Tiger Strike, Punisher, Institute, Enclave, Brotherhood of Steel, and again, American flag. So let's go with Punisher. And same thing, oh wait, that was the outfit. Same thing with the gloves. Let's go back to military. We can have the gloves be both or disable for both. And it actually pretty much doesn't do much. But for the sleeves, if you wanted them to be disabled, you could actually remove them, have them be short, or just disable altogether. Or you can disable the lengths of the sleeves and just have gloves themselves. And as for the armbands, as you can see, you can keep the armbands on or not. And you can also do the same thing with the footwear. The only thing that would actually be needed, or anything, would be pretty much just the main body part. So let's fix that. Because apparently top and bottom is if you just want the top for something and you can put pants on or some other whatnot. But as you see, I now have the Punisher logo on this bikini. So, and I pretty much just stripped it down to almost nothing. But still keep the base value of the defenses of the items themselves. So, pretty much if this is something that you would want to run around and just have your character completely naked, apparently, you could do that for some reason. I don't get it, but whatever. It's your game, you can do what you want. But I also have another mod. It is going to be a settlement mod, and it is going to make your sellers work like dogs. You know, because you want a clean settlement, and they're lazy as all hell. So, let me go to Sanctuary, and I can set that up for you. And hello everybody. You're going to probably notice I have two of the Tidy Seller configurations. Well, that's because I kind of made one and didn't know that they was already added to your inventory. Kind of missed that whole thing where it was added to my inventory. So, yeah, you can actually craft these if you don't get them in your, Pip-Boy. Or maybe I crafted two and didn't know it. I don't know. Something must have happened. But all you do is go in your inventory under miscellaneous. It'll be Tidy Seller configuration. It'll be near the top. Just activate it. And a list of things that you can have to have your sellers remove. So if you want them to remove decorations, they'll remove the decorations. Same thing with fungus, grass, household objects, leaves, rubble, trash, shrubs, and vines. So I don't want them to remove the household objects. So I want them to keep all the like furniture and things like that inside the houses. I don't want them to, well, actually I want them to remove everything else. I really don't care about all the rest of that stuff. So they will actually go through, they will start removing everything else, but now household objects. So how about I find a place to sit down and I don't know, wait for it to not be snowing. Yeah. So, I'll be back and I'll see if I can show you if they've actually started cleaning up anything. Alright, well, it's now daytime, it's not snowing, there's no radiation storms, and I got rid of a lot of the workstations I had over here that I had sellers assigned to. So, there should be people at some point wandering around, and I'll just take that. There should be people, wandering around, trying to clean up. There would be garbage cans, and they'd be sweeping the floor, or sweeping the ground, or something. I honestly have no clue what I'm supposed to be seeing, but I'm not seeing jack squat. I do know, however, it might be because of the fact that I might have another mod installed. No idea if it's being interfered with or whatnot. So, I really can't show it really working right now, but I would have really liked to. So, the premise of the mod is all the junk that's going to be on the ground, like all the vines, all the say like how all the Halloween decorations, all the leaves, all the dead patches of grass. The sellers themselves would clean all that up. I don't know if that is an over time process or what. I didn't read too much into the description of the mod, which I probably should have done. So yeah, this one's definitely my bad. So yeah, you might want to try this one out for yourself and find out just how this mod actually works. And instead of just going on me that went the laser out and didn't even bother even reading the pages this time around. uh, my bad. Sorry. I kind of wish I had, prepared a little at this point. So, this is going to be it for this week's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below. Again, if there's any mods you want me to check out, I will go out and check those mods out. Seriously. And since Nuka World came out, and I've already finished Nuka World, I do have a plan. I'm going to be doing a, kind of full review of Fallout 4, all the DLCs, and it might not be too flattering, so yeah, bear in mind. Well, see you guys in the next episode. Oh, and I will start live streaming on Sundays between hopefully 2 and 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Uh, Ghost in the Shell or some other game. So, just keep in mind, between 2 and 4 Eastern Time, I do plan on doing live streams on Sundays. Just letting you guys know. I found out what was wrong with my OBS. I was using the wrong version. I should have been using the classic version because the classic version apparently is not as glitchy. Whereas the one that's not the classic version tends to have issues. So that was the reason I was having that much trouble with the last couple live streams I was doing. So take care, everyone. Bye bye.